I'm Ryan McLean. I'm the broker owner of Keller Williams Co-Elevation in Blair West Village. Now let me ask you, of all the things that we do as realtors, what are the most important so that we can build the business that we want, so we have the life that we want? I'm going to tell you that there's three very important inflection points in the transaction that have the biggest impact on your result. But I'm going to start with a story. The story is, before real estate, I was a registered nurse. And I got to work at all types of hospitals and all different locations and Nunavut and all these other places. But this story starts in the ICU. And I worked in a cardiovascular ICU, and this is where people go in to have a heart bypass. So I got to go and watch one, and during the heart bypass, there's doctors and there's nurses and there's lots of things going on, and there's music playing, and everyone's enjoying their job, and that goes on while the surgery is happening. But all of a sudden I noticed the music stopped and everybody got really, really quiet. And that was when the doctor was doing the most important part of the surgery, and everyone focused. And then as soon as that was done, he stepped back a little bit, the music came up a little bit, and you could tell everybody just took a deep breath, and the rest of the surgery was more relaxed. So in real estate, what are those points that we need to really slow down and make sure we do a great job? And let me tell you the three I think are most important. And that is when we ask for the appointment. When you are booking an appointment with a buyer or seller, are you mastering that? Are you slowing down and making sure you do it perfectly? Because if you don't get the appointment, you don't get a transaction. The second most important is when you ask them to sign that buyer representation agreement, or you ask them to sign that listing agreement. Have you mastered your buyer and listing presentations? Are you making sure that you absolutely know what you're doing? And the last is, when someone puts a number on paper, if you're working with a buyer and they put a number to purchase a property that's unrealistic, are you going to get that? Probably not. So helping people put the right number on the piece of paper as a buyer or in a listing agreement is incredibly important for your success. So have you mastered those three skills? And if not, send me a message and I'll share how I help other people master those. Because once you've mastered those three, everything else gets a lot easier. Have a great day.